Alright, so welcome back. In this lesson we're going to be going over a couple of different chords here. Of course, we're going to be continuing our studies of learning how to recognize the different voicings. By the end of this course, my goal is for you to be able to recognize every single number that there is on the piano. So in other words, we've learned the one chord and the one chord to the 4 and the different ways you can get there. We've learned the 1 to the 5, the different ways you can get there. We've studied the 6 chord, we've studied the 2 chord, okay, so we've studied pretty much every single note here, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. The only two that we haven't really gone into a whole lot, we've kind of touched on them, but we haven't gone in depth into them yet, is the 3 chord and the 6 chord. Okay, so let's start with the 3 chord first, and then we'll go to the 7 chord after that. I'm sorry, I sang correctly, the 7 chord. So the 3 chord first is pretty much always going to be a minor chord. So for instance, 1 chord, 3 chord, and then let's say we go to the 4 chord after that. Usually after the 3 minor chord, going from 1 to 3, we're either going to do 1, 3, 4. So in this case, C to E minor to F, and of course you can make the E minor and E minor 7. If you're not comfortable with those, don't worry about it for now. Just play the minor chord. We'll focus on the 7ths and the different chords here in the latter part of this course. It could also be 1, minor 3, and then go to your minor 6. So you two different places it's most likely going to go after the minor 3. Going from the 1 to the 3 is going to be the 1, 3, 4, or the 1, 3, 6. Okay? So first let's play the 1, 3, 4 in every key. Okay? So for the key of C, it's C, E minor, and then to F. Okay, back to the 1. Alright, D flat, F minor, G flat. Okay, key of D, D, F sharp minor, G. Okay, key of E flat, G minor, A flat. Okay, key of E, E, A flat minor, A. Key of F, F, A minor, B flat. Key of G flat, G flat, B flat minor, B. Key of G, B minor, C. Key of A flat, C minor, D flat. Key of A, C sharp minor, D. Key of B flat, D minor, E flat. Key of B, E flat minor, E. Okay, that's all of them. So that's the 1, 3, 4 movement. We see that a lot in music. You'll hear that a lot. Another really common movement that we do right there is the 1, 3, 6, like we just said. Okay, so that'd be C to E minor to A minor. Okay, D flat to F minor, B flat minor. So you're going to your minor 6 after the minor 3. Remember, the music moves in thirds, so you need to remember that that's what we're doing here. F to B flat, or your 3 to your 6, is the movement of a 4th. Music likes to move in 4ths. Alright, let's go ahead and do the key of D. D to F sharp minor, B minor. Okay, key of E flat, E flat, G minor, C minor. Key of E, A flat minor, C sharp minor 7, or C sharp minor. Key of F, A minor to D minor. Key of G flat, B flat minor, E flat minor, G, B minor, E minor, A flat, C minor, F minor. Okay, key of A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor. Key of B flat, D minor, G minor. Okay, key of B, E flat minor to A flat minor. Okay, so those are movements you'll see a lot on the 3 chord. Another one you see a lot of is the 1 to 1 over 3 to the 4, or the the song "I Need You" by Hezekiah Walker does this. I need you, you need me. Okay, so they do that. You hear that a lot. That little walk down, going to the 3. It just goes 5, 4, 3. I need you, you need me. Okay, so 1 over 3, 4. D flat, D flat over F, G flat, D, D over F sharp to G, E flat, E flat over G, A flat, okay, E, E over G sharp, A, F, F over A, B flat, okay, G flat, G flat over B flat, B, okay, G, G over B, C, A flat over C, D flat, A over C sharp, D, B flat over D, E flat, okay, B over D sharp to E. Okay, real important that you practice these. These are some real important movements. Remember, like I said, you want to learn to recognize the voices of each one of these, just like you would recognize the voice of a loved one that you know that you hear every day, of a friend that you hear their voice every day. You want to learn to recognize these movements. So practice these progressions every single day, the ones that I'm showing you in every single key. Once again, if you're not comfortable with the 7ths, we are going to cover more in depth on the chords later part of this course. All right. So another really common chord that we see on the 3 chord is not the minor chord, but it's actually the major chord. So okay, this usually goes to the minor 6 chord. Okay, so in this case, 1, C to E7 or to E, then to A minor 7. Okay, D flat, F7, B flat minor 7, or B flat minor. Okay, D, G flat 7, B minor 7. Okay, E flat, G7, C minor 7, E, A flat 7, C sharp minor 7, okay, F, A7, D minor 7, okay, F sharp or G flat, okay, G, okay, A flat, C7, F minor, A, C sharp 7, and F sharp minor 7, okay, B flat, D7, G minor 7, okay, B, E flat 7, to A flat minor 7. Okay, those are a couple movements you hear a whole lot of. A lot of times they'll do this. They'll do a little like walk up, E to E over G sharp to A minor. So they do like the walk up of the 3rd. In D flat it would be F7 to F7 over A to B flat. Basically whatever is your 3rd, like in the key of C, you go into E to E7, So the third of E is G sharp. So it's that note in the middle is basically what you're using in your bass. Okay? Okay, now mind you, sometimes they don't always use the 7 like we just did in the exercise. They just might use the chord. Okay? Then again, they might use the 7. They also sometimes will use the 7 with the flat 9, for those of you who are more advanced know what that is. Okay? They also can use, we're not going to do all the other keys for this one, just as an example. To replace the 7 right there, you can use a 7 with a flat 9 on the 3. Now you can also use the 7 with a sharp 9. Even a sharp 9, sharp 5, for those of you who are more advanced know what that is. Okay? Then go to your minor 6. Okay, D flat would be F7, sharp 5, sharp 9. B flat minor 7. Okay? D, B, F sharp 7, sharp 5, sharp 9. B minor 7. Alright? And so on and so forth. If you're more advanced, okay, you obviously can figure out these chords and practice them in every single key. We're not going to go through them just in the event, because we're going to go through these chords in the last part of the lesson as well, just not to confuse everybody. Alright, so those are some different things you can do on the 3 chord there. Those are pretty much all you're going to see on the 3 chord. Either a minor 7, 1/3, or a dominant 7, just generic chords, or you may just see the plain major chord, plain major 3. If you can play the plain major 3 there, you can usually substitute the 7th for it, so it really just depends. The main thing you want to get is it 1/3, is it minor 7, or is it dominant 7? Those are the 3 big questions, because those are the 3 big ones you're going to see most of the time when you're playing. You also occasionally will see the diminished, the minor 7 with a flat 5. It's basically a half diminished chord. And what that is, for those of you who are more advanced, basically a minor 7, then you flat your 5. Okay? That song reminds me of the song "Glory to Your Name," Giving you the glory that is due your name. So it goes E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D, G, C. Okay, and I did a D9, G9 or G7, and then C. Okay, so you will see that chord a lot. We probably should go through every single key in that. So D flat, F minor 7 flat 5, B flat, E flat, A flat, G, D flat. I'm sorry, E flat, A flat, D flat. All right, it's a key of D. That would be F sharp minor 7 with a flat 5, or F sharp half diminished, B7, E7, A7, D. Okay, in the key of E flat. G minor 7 flat 5, C7, F9, B flat 7, E flat. Okay, E flat. We'll start off on the 3. It's the minor 3rd, A flat, minor 7 with a flat 3rd. It's F sharp, B, D, D flat. Okay, G flat 9, B, and then E. Okay, key of F. A minor 7 with a flat 5, D7, G9, C7, F. Okay, G flat. You're going to have a B flat minor 7 flat 5. And remember, the trick is you basically just play the minor 7 and then flat the 5th. E flat 7, A flat 9, D flat 7, G flat. Alright, G. So B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A, D, and then G. Alright, A A flat, C minor 7 flat 5, F7, B flat minor 7, I'm sorry, B flat major 7, E flat, goodness, B flat 7, E flat 7, and then back to A flat. Let me do that one again. So C minor 7 flat 5, F7, B flat 9, E flat 7, A flat. Alright, A, C sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then I'm doing some fancy chords here. Alright, G flat 7, B9, E flat, A. Once again, if you don't know all these chords, don't worry about this part. If it's over your head, we'll cover the minor 7 with a flat 5 or the half diminished chord later on in the course. I just want to get this out of the way for some of those that are more advanced and want to learn this. So B flat, D minor 7 flat 5, G7, C9, F7, B flat. Okay, B. So you're gonna have E flat minor 7 flat 5, A flat 7, D flat 9, G flat 7, and then end it on a B. Alright, now I realize we did some crazy chords there. If you didn't get all that, do not worry about that one. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that there are a few other options out there. Alright, so that's the 3 chord. Remember that one, very important one to remember and learn. Pretty much any fill or run, also you do in the key of C. Anything you can pretty much do on a C chord, you can do over the 3 chord, you can do over the 6 chord. We're going to cover more about how how to do different fills and runs on these as well later on in the course. It's going to be a lot covered in this course. But we're going to go over the chords and show you what different fills and runs you can do, what different notes you can play with the different chords you're learning and playing. Alright, so a couple songs here. Glory to Your Name by Byron Cage. That is a really good one that goes with this lesson. Surround Me, O Lord is another good one. Anointing Fall on Me is another good one because it uses that 3/6 movement. Another good one is Silver and Gold by Kurt Franklin. Silver and Gold. That was like... Alright, so you're using that dominant 7th on your 3. Okay, for Anointing, you're using the minor 7th. For Glory to Your Name, you're using that half diminished or the minor 7 with a flat 5. So it's going to be some good practice there. We're going to provide these songs for you. Also, let's go ahead and run over the 7th because in the last lesson that we deal with the Roman numeral system in this course, which is going to be lesson 6, we're going to start showing you the other, now that we've covered all the alphabet notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now that we've covered all of those, we're going to start showing you some miscellaneous chords that you're going to need to know that you'll hear as well in music, which are going to be like the flat 7, the flatted 6, the flatted 3rd, the flatted 2, and the sharp 4 as well. So we're going to cover some other stuff as well inside this course that we haven't necessarily covered up to date so far. So the seventh chord is going to be the last one that we cover in this course. For the regular chords, we might throw in a few extras here and there, but basically the way that the 7 works is pretty easy. Usually you just play the 5 chord in your right hand with the 7 in your left hand. Okay, the majority of the time that you play that 7 is just going to be the 5 over 7. And usually it'll go straight down to the minor 6, okay? So C, G over B, A minor, okay, D flat, A flat over C, B flat minor, I'm sorry, okay, D, A over C sharp, B minor, E flat, B flat over D, C minor, okay, E, B over D sharp, C sharp minor, F, C over E, D minor, okay, G flat, D flat over F, E flat minor, G, D over F sharp, E minor, A flat, E flat over G, F minor, A, E over G sharp, F sharp minor, B flat, F over A, G minor, and finally B, G flat over B flat to A flat minor. Alright, so that's usually how you use the 7. It's pretty simple, just the 5 chord over the 7. But the other way you will see it used a lot is that same half diminished 7th, or in other words, the minor 7 with the flat 5. So basically you play B minor 7, which is A, D, F sharp, and then you're just going to flat your 5. So it's A, D, F. Okay? So you can play it, if you're not real good with the 7ths on that chord, just play a regular diminished chord. B, D, F. Basically take a minor chord and flat your 5th. Okay? If you don't know your 7ths good, just take a minor chord, flat your 5th. So B minor, flat 5. B, D, F. Alright? But the way this chord works is it's followed by the 3, usually a dominant 7th. Okay? And then it's usually followed by the 2, 5 to the 1. Alright? So we're just going to do... going to end on the 6. It's just going to kind of be a fancy way that you can remember to get from the 3 to the 6 chord. So in other words, we're basically adding on one more thing. Remember, we usually use the 3 chord to get to the 6 chord because music likes to move in fourths. E to A, for example, 3 to 6 is a fourth. Same thing here. We're adding another fourth on. The circle of fourths, or the circle of fifths backwards, is this. B likes to go to E because they're a fourth apart. Okay, so 7 to 3, E7 to A minor 7. Okay, in the key of D flat, it would be like this. D flat, C minor 7, flat 5, F7, B flat minor 7. Okay, key of D, C sharp minor 7, flat 5, G flat 7, B minor 7. Okay, key of E flat is E flat, D minor 7, flat 5, G7, C minor 7. Key of E, E flat minor 7, flat 5, A flat 7, C sharp minor 7. Key of F, E minor 7, flat 5, A7, D minor 7. Key of G flat, F minor 7, flat 5, G flat 7, E flat minor 7. Once again, if you're not comfortable with your 7ths, just play these chords, without the 7ths. So like right here, be F with the F minor with the flatted 5th, which is what a diminished chord is, to B flat to E flat minor. Just playing without the 7ths, playing basic, okay? If you're not comfortable with the 7ths. All right, so G, F sharp minor 7 with a flat 5, B7, E minor 7. Okay, key of A flat, G minor 7 flat 5, C7, F minor 7. Key of A flat minor 7 flat 5, D flat 7, G flat minor 7. Okay, B flat, A minor 7 flat 5, D7, G minor 7. Key of B, B flat minor 7 flat 5, E flat 7, A flat minor 7. Okay? Alright, so that's basically the movements that we do on the 7. We don't do a whole lot besides that. Some of you more advanced players, we do also do a minor 11th on it, followed by the 7, followed by the minor 7th, okay? Or sometimes followed by the 3, 7, sharp 5, sharp 9. Okay, so we do that. That's basically D, A, C sharp, E over B, E7, which is G sharp, C, D, and G, E7, sharp 5, sharp 9, to A minor 7, okay? So you can practice that. If your hand's too small, you can play it as an arpeggio. Okay, you also hear it like this, and then move down just 2 notes like that, and then go to A minor. Alright, so we're not going to get crazy here for this course. I just want to show you what you usually are going to hear on this chord. So without getting too crazy into all this funky stuff before we go into the advanced chords in the last part of the lesson, that's basically how those chords will work. Okay, now one movement that I do want to cover before we go on that's real important that we haven't yet gone over, and I don't feel like it's appropriate for lesson 6, which is going to be your miscellaneous chords that are not alphabet letters, but they're basically going to be like the outside the scale type stuff. The this last one is on your 5 chord. It's a way we get to our 4 chord. Remember that music moves in fourths once again. So we're in the key of C. You know, like say for instance, Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. 1, 1 over 3, 4. Real basic movement, right? C to C over E, F, back to C. Okay. There are some fancier ways that we can get to the 4 chord. Anytime you see this 1, 1 over 3, 4 movement, pretty much anytime you see that, you can replace it with this new movement I'm going to show you. And what it basically is, it's 1 to your 5 minor, back to your 1, and then to the 4. So it basically is 5, 1, 4. But on the 5, it's a minor 5, okay? So, amazing grace, how sweet. Hear the difference? See how much more contemporary that sounds? It just sounds so much more full, besides that just basic movement. And that totally replaces the movement. So you'll hear this chord in a lot of songs nowadays. You know, "Worthy is the Lamb," the Revelation song. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. You hear it a lot, that minor 5 chord. You also hear it. What's that other song? You know, like "I'm Not Going Back." Not going back. Moving ahead, I'm here to declare to you, my past is over in you. So you hear it a lot, and it doesn't always go from, you know, 5, 1 back to the 4. That's how it's been used the most commonly in gospel music here to date. But as we're hearing some more modern, new different styles come out, we're starting to hear it in a lot of other different songs as well. So be on the lookout for that minor 5 chord. You're going to hear that a lot in your playing. But remember to use it more as a movement to your 4 chord. Think about it like that. Okay? And a lot of times you'll hear it where they'll walk down. So you start on your minor 6, go to your flatted, just basically go down A minor 7, A flat minor 7, G minor 7, C, F. Basically, you just walk down 2 notes, same chord, minor 7 or minor chord, back to your 1 and to your 4. And once again, we're going to cover the out of the scale chords in this next lesson, so I don't want to get too crazy in this. Your 4 chord can also be minor sometimes. That brings about a whole new set of rules, so we're going to cover that in our next lesson. So anyways, hope this has been a blessing to you, and we'll see you back here shortly for your next lesson. God bless.